So my new friend Yup, Yup, or Yup, I don't know, forgive me if I got the pronunciation wrong, has asked to have like a sample run through, and I'm gonna need to build these anyway. So this is a demo run. This is a demo run for the keyword laminate, which is a Dutch keyword. Yup tells me it's for laminate flooring. So we're gonna give MIRENA a full run through step by step on that query. First, we'll just launch MIRENA. So being that this is Dutch, I may actually do all of the work in English or Dutch, or maybe I'll do it for both because it's a Dutch word anyway. So maybe I'll focus on the Dutch, the final output. So setup. So what we want to do here is central entity. I'm going to use carpetwrite.nl. I took that here from the SERP. SERP, I don't know where they are. Just an example. This is not Yop's company or client. This is just a random sample, and that's a random keyword he's given me. Perhaps he's competing for it. It's very high volume, nice keyword. But this is the first time I've actually tried this in another language. I'm pretty confident that it will work. So we can try it. And what we'll do is we'll publish this on LinkedIn as well. Hopefully that company won't get too upset if we start ranking for their keyword. So what I'm going to add here also, semantics is language agnostic, but just to keep it on track, I have PDF of Carpetwrite NL homepage to give it that what you'd call source context. That's the list of the SERPs. I've given it the PDF of the actual SEMrush overview. And that's actually a screenshot of the SERP as well. So I just took all that from SEMrush just because it's another language and to add more context, things like keyword volumes, competition, and entities from the SERPs. The actual SERPs, because I know if I ask an English version, being in Ireland, and I ask the English version to check that keyword, it's not going to come back with accurate SERPs. I think it will still get the job done, but it's just for the sake of a work-through, be a bit more accurate. So I've uploaded those 4 files. Query, laminate, central entity is this. Source context is attached. So we'll say attached PDF just so it knows. It will understand anyway. So that's pretty much all the input required from a user. You can always go more. More is always good. Let's let it work away at this one. The first thing it's going to do, it's going to build a context window just to get the ball rolling. It's going to do all of this here. As you can see. Let's come out in Dutch. Good. So we just say this, MIRENA. Step 1, please. We'll go step 2, step 3, step 4. Pre-entity research phase. I should really go through these slowly so you can read them, perhaps. If you don't speak Dutch, obviously, this doesn't mean anything to you. You can watch this back in slow motion. So, step 2. As I said, normally the next prompt will be listed in the last one. It's just going to talk you through each step, step one, all the way down to the bottom. And eventually it will give you the option then. So step 2 is entity extraction and weighting. Thank you, GPT, for giving me that English translation. That's taking out entity types, salient scoring. Okay. See step 2, step 3. It's accepting that I say stop as well. Step 3. Okay. It probably won't finish with this until it's finished everything. Predicate based. Step 4. Frame semantics. Despite Holland or the Netherlands being my favorite country in the world, I never took the time to learn the language because most of you speak English, which was one of the reasons I like it so much. You can live and survive without having a word of Dutch. Google Translate comes in handy sometimes. So we're on to step 5, query expansion. Step 6, information gain. This is where it's going to try fill the gaps that others aren't covering. When it comes to information gain, we're not trying to replace the old information on the SERP. We're actually trying to analyze the redundant information, which is what everybody else is saying, and then trying to inject some new insight into that to pass what we call the SERP quality threshold, which is net information gain. So we want to increase our net information gain in the SERP. So it's giving us some gaps there that we could be exploiting. Now you see here, it's giving me the option to go topical maps. Do we want to build a topical map? For demonstration purposes, we'll show a quick topical map. But I think Yelp wants to actually see this drafting content. But as I said before, this can do everything from website structure to topical maps. It can even it'll offer you suggestions about everything on site. Once it can see it, once the dog can see the rabbit, you can trust what it's doing. Oh, it did some little clustering there. So step 8, expanded outline creation. Now, here is the only time where I will interact beyond those steps. And the reason for that is I want to fully expand it. I want to get into huge detail. So what I'm going to tell it is I'm only going to do the outline 2 sections at a time. This is obviously because if you want to hand off a brief to a writer, perhaps you don't want the AI to write it. Perhaps you want to write it off as a brief. So you want that brief as detailed as possible to include as much of this as possible. So if you get it to do it all in one shot, it's going to truncate the context of what it's already built. That's why we try let it do it in section by section. You could go one section at a time if you wanted to go super deep. Want to go super deep, we could do it like that. And it's going to basically instruct the writer. You can see it's going to give examples. So we're going to go sector 2. It's going to do that for each section all the way down. Dutch in many ways is similar to English, isn't it? It does sound similar as well when it's spoken to you. You can't pick up on a lot of words. It's probably why they're all so good at English. So as I mentioned earlier, you don't have to go section by section. Personally, I like to because it's my job to optimize and win. So I want to take it to levels where others don't go. So you can see now already it's actually prompting me. Would you like Kevin? Kevin is the stylometry agent within this. It's not personal to me. The Kevin agent has been given a full set of stylometry in how it writes. It goes way beyond, silly things like writing active voice. That's is prompt engineering for 5-year-olds. Like, there's a lot more to stylometry than 5 lines, 5 lines of instruction. There's, as I said before, I think there's like 30,000 dialects of English alone, each unique. So you need to go a bit deeper when it comes to stylometry, and I certainly have with this one. So it's going to go through each section, and I'm going to go through each one with which here we're going to not try and be fast on this one. It'll be slow. Let people see what they're getting. If you speak Dutch, this probably looks great. If you speak English, you probably haven't got a clue what's going on here. But that's fine. So it's laid out the H3s. So this is the article outline in super high detail. And the FAQ. Okay. The Kevin style draft. So let's go. Section 1. Just paste that out because we are going to go through each one. So even though I don't speak Dutch, I can see the entities and triples already here. You'll see a lot of them highlighted. Section 2. As you can see, it's always referring to the central entity, which is where a lot of writers miss out on semantics. This has all been trained on what I could gather from Bill Swalski and Corey Tuberk-Gabor. Shout out to Corey. Corey's been very generous with me over the last couple of years. I owe him a lot. A lot of credit for the building of this would actually go to the knowledge I got from him. So thank you, Corey. For those of you who have never signed up, you should check out Corey Tuberk-Gabor's Holistic SEO course. I think the doors are back open on it. Well worth the money. Not for the lazy. You have to be willing to learn. Although in saying that, I use GPTs, so I'm probably one of the laziest of them all. I spent a lot of time with GPT figuring out the definitions of the words that Corey was actually speaking because a lot of it went over my head, as it does with a lot of people. So there was a lot of time spent actually defining what any of this meant. And then from that, I was able to build these agents. So semantics actually helped me improve GPT prompting and engineering, and prompt engineering helped me improve my semantic understanding, which is a nice play off section 4. Okay, section 5. So as you can see, I've done my best to make this as super simple and user-friendly as possible. Your job is going to be writing step, 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 next, next, next. I can't make it easier than this, folks. So we're on section 6. Also, I'd like to mention if at any time it spits out a section and you're not happy with the section, you can always ask it to optimize more or whatever edits you want to make. After you've done a section, if you're not completely happy with it, you can always just burn that extra prompt and have it fix what it's doing. It is AI after all, so you're not locked into a single output. You can always correct it yourself. But as you can see from it, the language structure being used is quite unique. And it's all based around semantic SEO principles. So that is it. The final article, Kevin Style. And I hope you enjoyed this video, folks. Yup, you can check through this in slow motion, perhaps. See if you're happy, impressed, or if it's just another one of those pieces of rubbish out there. Oh, no, the comfort I have with this is that no matter what it does, it works, and it's really comfortable or comforting knowing that this works, unlike the others out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste out this article, all of the sections we've gone through. I'm actually going to publish it on LinkedIn as a test. Well, I have a few tests up there anyway, but here's a cool one we could do as well. This is just a bonus, right? Ideate and execute. Now, this is the only bit of prompting you have to do at the end, but this is bonus time, yeah, because obviously it does images because it's AI, but the images in the AI are not perfect yet, but they're getting very good. So, sometimes it forgets the aspect ratio, as it just did, I think, right now. Um, so yeah, that's a tweak in progress. You can't hold me accountable for the imagery, but it will build images for each one of them, and I'm going to build them out. I won't drag you through the image creation on this part anyway, because I can see already it's made a mistake, so I'll have to be fixing that. Doesn't seem to be able to tell aspect ratio. I'll speed up this in post-production. But yeah, I won't drag you through the whole image creation thing. I'll build these images and I'll post them up in the final one. Because as you can see, it's okay, well it did that one in. It looks like 7:4 aspect ratio. Seems to be doing the next one in 10:6, which is good. If you also notice how I prompted there, ideate and execute a series. So normally what people do is they'll just prompt. How they prompt is actually uh, it's actually telling the GPT to build one, where you can do that kind of sneaky little trick and say ideate and execute a series. Series being the semantic word here, the definer. We want more than one. This is just a quick little hack just to get more than one image out of the image generator at a time, save a few prompts. It works 80% of the time. Ideate and execute a series of something, and it will go on to the next one, the next one, the next one. So you might get 3 or 4 images for a single prompt. Pretty cool. Just save a few prompts. So again, I'll just mention that images are not perfect yet, but they're definitely usable. And it's only a prompt to build a new one. So it's all good. This time last year, we could only dream of having images and graphics and visuals like this in our content. If we wanted something like that, we were bringing in graphic designers and paying a fortune. Now we have reasonably good infographics at the push of a button. It's pretty cool. So yeah, look, I'm going to end this anyway. We've gone through the article. I will try wrap that up and I'll try publish it. I won't make any edits. See, even the double dashes, the double EM dashes. Normally I will go in and, as I say to everyone, all AI content needs a little human touch at the end, especially the 1 or 2 footprints that you might recognize inside the content. The double EM dashes is one, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to delete these EM dashes because personally I don't think special characters can be tracked as a footprint, despite what people think. When it comes to words and sentences and things like that, yeah, you could, but special characters, it's how would you say? It'd be too expensive to actually. And imagine making a judgment call as well if you're somebody saying no, an article has a double EM dash, therefore it's AI. It's like writers have been using double M dashes since forever. In fact, the higher quality writers use them more. So That's funny. So yeah, I won't delete anything. I'll just paste it as is, and we'll come back to this. I would say let's give it time. Let's give it 30 to 60 days. Yeah, we'll publish this, and we'll see how it does in the Dutch SERPs on a LinkedIn article. Could be a flop because I've never targeted Dutch before, but I don't think it will be. So give me some nice ones there. Right, so we'll finish this up. Thanks for the video, or thanks for the idea. Yup. Thanks for the little test. I hope you're impressed. Is that the word? No, I'm not here to impress people. I have to do these anyway. So anyway, there we go. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 images out of it. I can continue. I'll say proceed with the next series. Okay, so well, that's a wrap here. And thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. This is MIRENA.